Since I said India has got a very specific weather and climate system called the Indian monsoon, we will spend some time looking at the details of the Indian monsoon itself. So, we will understand how the basic processes of the monsoon work, which obviously has a lot to do with the ocean warming versus land warming, the differences in the heat capacity, which means with global warming, we need to understand how the ocean will warm, how the land will warm, and it will turn out that the pollution and all the dust and so on is actually affecting the land warming. What does it mean for the monsoon change? So, we have to look at the changes in the total monsoon rainfall like we did here, and then try to understand how the monsoon distribution is happening in terms of when the monsoon season starts, when it ends, how many rainy days there are, and how does it rain. Is it pouring a lot? And it turns out that it is. So, the lower amounts of rain from 5 millimeter per day to 100 millimeter per day are decreasing over the period of 1950 to about 2005. In the meantime, heavy rain events greater than 100 millimeter per day and 150 millimeter per day are increasing, and this is happening in the context of how El Nino and La Nina affect the monsoon. So, you will obviously learn about what El Nino is, what La Nina is, what it does to the climate overall, and what it does specifically to the monsoon, and what the whole system will look like in global warming. So, how are the floods increasing, and how are the droughts increasing, what it means for food production, and what India is doing in terms of predicting the weather and climate and climate projections. So, we will put all the climate change course content in the context of Indian monsoon, which is a very good example to understand how the physical climate system responds and how the human system adapts, mitigates and responds to the changes. And those two are not independent, because vegetation changes because of human activity affects monsoon, monsoon changes affect the vegetation, which in turn affects the human sustainability and human activity and so on. So, we will put all this in the context of Indian monsoon.